Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We go through many experiences, good and bad. उसको अपने बैठो याद रखो यार. And all these experiences, good or bad, they can be interacted with in different manner. For example, I had a great dream, and in that dream I went to the heavens. And when I went to the heavens, Indra Bhagwan said, "Welcome, welcome, sir. It is our great honor that you have come." And then, after that, he said, "What would you like to have?" So I told him, "I would like to have Coca-Cola." So, Bhagwan said, "Sorry, we don't sell here toilet washing instruments." And then my dream broke, and then I came back. Now this is the dream. So in this dream, how do we interact? How do we look at this dream? First interaction is, I don't know, why did I dream like that? Sometimes I dreamed there was a big cobra and sat on my chest and bit me and died. Not me, cobra died. So these various dreams we go through. Now the question is, how do we interact with these dreams? One type of interaction is we become imaginary. See, if you see somebody died in your dream, it is a good fortune for that person because you are going to die. See, dream interpreters. This is one way looking at it. Second is, why do I get such dirty dreams? Then we are told, see, dreams are nothing but all the impressions that you have gathered on your mind, which you could not express in the waking state, so you express them in your dream. So which are those? I read that my boss is my servant, and I started scolding him. "Hey, Ramu, Panivya," and he's shaking. Who actually is my boss, but in the dream he became my servant. And when he comes, I scold him and ask him to get out. Because these are suppressed emotions. Another way of looking at the dream. If we are the seekers of truth, we will look at the dream in a totally different manner. What is that? This is what we will try to understand. Then the subsequent portion will be clear. First of all, do we dream the dream as a dream? Nobody dreams the dream as a dream. In the dream, it is as solid a reality as the present one. Now, if this is true, then the question is, which I is the real one? I, your guru, who dreamt that he is a butterfly. So I, as your guru, is real and the butterfly is an imagination, or the butterfly is dreaming that she is a guru. Between the two, who is real? See, friends. Now, instead of struggling in that way, there is another very simple way. And the simple way is, when we dreamt, that time we were not identified with the body. And yet we continue to exist. In the deep sleep, we are not identified with the body, yet we continue to exist. Therefore, our existence is independent of the body and body identification. See, if this is the conclusion we are drawn from the experiences of our life, what will be the impact of this conclusion? The impact of this conclusion is every experience which is gathered through identification with the body, it has no value, no meaning. See, friends, and once we know that it has no value, no meaning, then what will be our quality of interaction? It will be only like we play with the children. See, when we play with the children, we are not concerned about the victory or defeat. It is just a time pass. And whenever you do anything for a time pass, we are telling you, Mr. I is not born. See, friends. Therefore, here the teacher is a wise man is living in this world no more as a Bahyatma, the gross body, no more as the Antaratma, as the Jiva or the soul, but he is living as Paramatma through the gross body and through the subtle body. See, then what are the other experiences? That is nothing but just natak. There is nothing to be serious about. But this wise man understands, other wise man doesn't understand. And therefore, what happens? In the 14th mantra and 15th mantra we have come yesterday, Shariri api ashariri eshaha parichinnaha api sarvagaha ashariram sada santam idam brahmamidam kvachita. So this wise man, although he is living in the body, but he is no more living as the body. Although he appears to be present here, but he is present everywhere. Although he is living in this body, yet he is beyond the limitations of the body, and therefore for him there is nothing like liking or disliking or auspicious or inauspicious. So this is how the wise man lives in this world. Now, this wise man's lifestyle is seen by the other wise man as what? Now this is the topic. So, tamasa grastavarthanat agrastaha api ravijanaihi grasta ityuchyate bhrantya yajñatva vastu lakshanam. Tadvat. Similarly, dehadi bandebhyaha vimuktam brahmavittamam. Like we see the clouds in the sky, and we say that the sun is covered by the clouds. Now what is the truth? The clouds which are covering the sun, they are seen in the light of the same sun. So how can you say that the sun is covered? Number one. Number two. What is the size of the clouds and what is the size of the sun? So what is really happening is, our vision is covered and not the sun. But the teacher says that Bhrantya, because of the delusion, they start telling that it is Grasta Ityuchyate Bhrantya. We say, oh, the sun is covered by the clouds. Actually, the sun can never be covered by the cloud. Yajñatma vastu lakshanam. Because we have no correct knowledge about what the sun is. Exactly the same way. Be very attentive. We have this notion that I am inside the body. So evaluate this your own experience. Whether we are inside the body or the body is in us. See, anything which is not included in the body does not, in the mind, sorry, not body, Anything which is not included in the mind does not exist for us. See? You got a lottery ticket number, $1 million, and you know I never get it. Anyway, it remains in your pocket, goes for washing. And the buy, she just checks the pockets and she says, oh, ticket, Babuji ka ticket hai. He gets it. She keeps it there. And when she goes home, on the way, then we try what it is. And she shows, oh, $1 million. So although it was already due to this man, because he did not know it, it was not included in his mind, it did not exist for him. Therefore, the body is in the mind. It is not the other way around. How the other way around happens? Other way around is like when we say, is there gold in the ornament? So when we say this statement, what is that which is given more importance? The ornament. And what is ornament? Ornament is gold plus name plus form plus utility. If the name and the form and the utility is removed, what remains is gold. The ornament may disappear, gold doesn't disappear. So what is the reality? Reality is not that the gold is in the ornament, but the ornament is in the gold. Exactly the same way. Mind is not in the body is in the mind. See, the rule is, the support is bigger and stronger than the supported. Suppose I am lifting 5 kg of weight on my hand. So my hand must be stronger than the 5 kg load. Then only it can lift. If somebody keeps, anyway, when you can lift 5 kg, why not 50 kg? So I keep a 50 kg weight. So it will get down. Because it is not strong enough to support. In the same manner, who is supporting whom? Is the body supporting the prana, or the prana is supporting the body? Therefore, prana is not in the body. The body is in the prana. See, friends, go one step further. So, the mind, unless the prana and the mind are included in the mind, they have no existence. Therefore, the mind is the container, prana and the body, they are the contents. In this way, when you start, then you come to experience something different than what we are experiencing now. See, normally when we look at a simple level, in a big hole in the soil, there is a water. So we understand water is the content and the earth is the container. But if you go in the totality, waters are the container and the earth is the content. In Bhagavad Mahapuran, it comes. Earth is 1/10 of the total waters. So water is 10 times more than the mass of earth. And then you go to the fire, it is 10 times more. And in this manner, ultimately we come to a point, the space is not in the earth, but the earth is in the space. In the same manner, body is the content, prana are the container. Body and the prana are the contents, mind is the container. These three are the contents, intellect, the I is the container. See? Because unless I is there, the three have no value. And this I is nothing but expression of the absolute consciousness. Therefore, if we change our understanding about our own existence, then we will be able to understand the meaning and the quality of the life of a Jivan Mukta, a wise man. But we, like we said here, that grasta ityuchyate bhrantya yajñātva vastu lakshanam, not knowing what is the reality, vastu lakshanam. See, friends, and in this manner, when you start going slowly, deeper and deeper, you come to know our experience is totally different than what we are experiencing now. See, friends, the other day we went to somebody's house for food, and there is a picture. In the picture, you don't see what is there, unless we have got a vision to see. In the same manner, when we are preoccupied with the names and the forms, the substratum is forgotten. If you want to see the substratum, we don't have to do anything, only adjust your focal length. That's it. The moment you adjust your focal length, the truth is revealed. And therefore, what is Vastu Lakshanam? What is the essence of the reality? Essence of the reality is this. It is independent as regards its existence is concerned. Everything is existing, but the truth is existence. And therefore, we do not require any means of knowledge or any authority to authenticate our presence. If this Nirapeksha Satta is independent of everything. So, Vastu Lakshanam, this is the real meaning of the self. And therefore, the ignorant people, never understanding this, they imagine, what is the difference between the wise man and we? They are all the same. They eat food, we eat food. They have problem, we have problem. They become angry, we become angry. They have diseases, we have diseases. What is the difference? See, friends, basic thing we have to recognize. Wise man has recognized himself as functioning through the body. And what is body? Body is a modification of Prakriti. And what is Prakriti? Prakriti is subjected to Vikruti. You cannot stop it. It is the nature. And therefore, when a wise man is ill, he is not ill from his standpoint. He looks to be ill from the point of view of the ignorant. Like Ramcharitmanas says, Jaki rahi bhavana jaisi prabhu murati na dekai jaisi. Whatever we have the bhavana, according to we see and look at the world. See? Therefore, friends, we have to first change our focal length when we are dealing with the wise people. So, Tattva Dehadi Vallebhyaha Vimuktam Brahma Viktavam. In the same manner, this Brahma Viktavam, this wise man, Jivan Mukta, living as pure consciousness, functioning through the body and limitations of the body, but no more living as the limitation of the body. He is ever liberated. Therefore, liberation doesn't mean that we have to drop the body. It is something like this. The part space and the total space, they are one. They are not two. Now, to understand that the part space and the total space is one, is it necessary that we have to break the part? We don't have to. In the same manner, to live as consciousness, one doesn't have to drop the body. One doesn't have to drop the sense organs. One doesn't have to close the mind. See, friends, the Jivan Mukta, the wise man, is living in this blissdom. But normally we have this question. If he is such a great Mahatma, how come he is having cancer? So our understanding is very funny. If I am walking spiritual path, I should not have any problems. It is something like, if I have got a driving license, international driving license, so when I drive, there should not be any traffic on the road. is the height of foolishness. See, friends, therefore, we have to clearly understand the wise man is no more living as the body. And to understand this, analyze your own experiences. Don't we exist independent of the body? It is for this only every principle is told in scriptures. When we are told last life, this life, next life, what is meant is we exist independent of the body. See, friends, then if we are living independent of the body, then everything in this waking world, right from our parents onwards, it has no meaning. See, friends, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, the Jiva Gita comes. The king who did not have children, he married 100 wives and also no children, so came to a Mahatma. The Mahatma said, you cannot have 100 times, I can tell you, cannot have, no, you are, and okay, take this mango and you will have, ginger, chili, you will have a mango child. And then the child is born. When the child is born, do you think the remaining 99 wives, they will be celebrating the birth of their child? As much the woman tortures the woman, man never can think about it because it happens the other way around. Therefore, all these 99 wives and the maidservant, they made a plan. If you read Bhagavad Mahapuran, it comes there. They made a plan. And in the plan, the child is poisoned and killed. When this happens, naturally, the mother of the child and the king, they are crying. And when they are crying, that time, like in the movie, the same Mahatma along with Naradji comes. Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. And when he comes, that time, why are you crying? See, my child, so Mahatma says, remember I told you that time, now you are miserable because you don't have a child. You will be miserable if you have a child. Misery will be common. And no person in this world was ever happy because of children, right from Dasharatha to Vasudeva. You cannot. No, I don't want philosophy, I want my child to be relevant and all that. Naradji said, okay, I'll do it. And Naradji, by yogic powers, called the Jiva, who was living as a child in their royal body. And when the Jiva comes, he is told, please enter this body, see your parents are crying, make them happy, you will be the king and you will be ruling this thing, that thing. So, the Jiva says, here the Jiva Gita comes. He said, if they are crying, it is their problem. True it is. It's not my problem. And for how many parents will I cry? Like every summer we buy the new socks, a pair of socks. In the same manner, in every birth we have a fresh pair of parents. So if you have to cry because of the parents, I will never be able to smile in my life. So let him cry, I don't care. And he goes away. And that time this king and his wife, they get the wisdom. Really, children are born through us. They are never born to us. See, friends. And once this knowledge takes place, that the embodied is totally different from the body, all our relations, all our possessions, all our success, all our failure becomes absolutely null and void. And this is how the wise men live in this world. Although they have everything, they don't possess, they don't relate to anything in this world. See, friends. And if we look into our own life, we are all miserable because of possessiveness and because of relations. And we get so tired and miserable that we want to get rid of it. And we know only one technique. Spirituality. Either liquid or solid. So some of us will go adapt to the liquid spirituality so that we want to forget that I am a husband. See, friends, or else we go to sleep. So what we really do is all the load that we have carried so far out of foolishness, that load is dropped. See, friends, this way the wise man knows it, and therefore don't trust any wise man. When he will tell you, I love you, he is a bluff master. He loves nobody. Like many people when they phone me, Swami, I'm missing you. I say so strongly, they start feeling really sorry. Don't trust me, I'm telling you, frankly. See, friends, this is all big drama going on. Bhagavan says, Name dveshosti na priyana. Neither I love anybody, nor I hate anybody. Because there has to be somebody other than you. Then only hatred and love is possible. See? Therefore, the really great masters who are living as Jivan Mukta, they neither bless anybody nor they curse anybody. Blessing and cursing is possible only if the relativity, the duality is accepted as a real. See? Like when we bite our own tongue, there is no curse to the teeth. And when the tongue helps us dig the contents between the teeth, that time there is no sending a thank you card. See, friends, living in this knowledge is Jivan. But the ignorant one, grasta ityuchyate bhrantya yajnatva vastu rakshanam tadvad dehadi bandebhyah vimuktam brahma viktamam pashyanti dehivan moodaha sharira avasa darshanat. Now what the mood? Mood means what? Our Swami Anubhavananda's definition of mood. Those who are living under the influence of mood is called as mood. Spelling is same. There is no difference in spelling. You know, Kerala spelling of mood will be M-O-O-D. This is the Kerala spelling. And what will be the definition of the mood? M-O-D-H. So H means what? We have the abhiman of our own mood. See, when my mood is off, my children know. Everybody is silent at home. Daddy's mood is off. Don't make any noise, okay? Because he is just waiting for some opportunity to blast. And then we say, Swamiji, when I come home, house is at peace. They know my anger. See, friends. So, the mood, when it overpowers, we become mood. Let us not be moody in our life. So, Pashyanti dehivan moodha. Upanishad is making a plural case. Because majority, Uda. Majority are like that. So, what they understand, Dehivan, like we see the people around, we see the people according to what we have seen ourselves. This is another most important principle in life. If we really are walking the spiritual path, whatever we have recognized ourselves, that alone we look at the world. See, if the South Bombay people have to talk about in Bombay, what they will talk? There are two types of people. South Bombay, living in cough parade, constantly suffering from cough and cold. Two types. If somebody is living as a man, then for him the world is consisting of two types of people, man and woman. If somebody is living as a married or a brahmachari, for him the world is made up of two types of people. In London they asked me, after my lecture was over, one person came, Swamiji, you Indian Swami, why don't you get married? Are you married? I said, no. Then what you are? I said, I am happy. Because there are two types of people, married and happy. So whatever I have recognized myself, according to that, I look upon the world. If I associate myself with the conditioning of wealth, suppose I am rich, then the world is consisting of rich and poor. If I am American, then the world is consisting of, there is, the overdeveloped country and never developed country. In the same manner, if I recognize myself to be the pure, conscious, blissful existence, for me, the whole world is nothing but the same reality. But mudha, but the fools are living as the body, therefore they say that the wise men also live as the body. See? Therefore, Pashyanti Dehivan Mudha Sharira Abhas Darshanat, because they see the wise man is also living in the body. When it is cold, he also wants a shawl or a sweater. When it is raining, he also wants a umbrella. When it is a hunger, he also wants a food. Then how is a wise man? So do we mean wise man is a stone? See friends, therefore, Abhasa Darshanat, now be attentive. Abhasa Darshanat means what? The body of the wise man is accepted by the wise man as we accept our clothes. We do put on clothes. We do take care of the clothes. When they are dirty, we wash them, iron them. If there is some crack, something, or we stitch them. In the same manner, the wise man, like we no more live as the clothes, but we live through the clothes. In the same manner, the wise man is no more or never living as the body. So his living in the body is as if he is living in the body, but in fact he is not living in the body. See friends, you all know our Anubhavananda. When he was last 8 days of his life, they tried some medicine, this and that, and he said, look here doctor, I give you 3 chances. If the third chance doesn't succeed, this body is not for me to live in. I don't want to live in this body, okay? The 3 chances failed. He did not commit suicide. He did not take samadhi. He said, this body is not worth taking care of. And therefore, why give food and water to the body? He stopped. What Parikshit did while listening to Bhagavad Mahapuran, Anubhavananda did in these words, in these days. So he totally kept away from food and water, and yet till the last moment he was absolutely normal and alert. One lady, young lady, he blessed her that you name your son as Vijay, okay? When she was just pregnant, maybe 2-3 months. And when she came to know that he is undergoing this last stage of his life, when she came, he was not, he was very clear. He said, oh, you have come, don't forget, name your child as Vijay, okay? Because he was never influenced by the limitations of the body, he was functioning through the body. See, friends, it is possible. It is not only imagination. Therefore, Pashyanti Dehivan Mudha Sharira Abhasa Darshanat. Now, how their body is moving, Abhasa Darshan means what? Ahihi Nirvalayani Iva Ayam Mukta Dehasu Tishtati. You know, the snake discards his old skin after every 6 months or so, depending upon the different, species. 6 months, 8 months, 4 months, like that. So they discard their old skin. And when that old skin is discarded, it is separated from the new skin. And they have to take it out. So they don't have hands like us, we take it out. So the snake goes in an area where there are sharp objects like thorns or stones, etc. And when it goes somewhere, that old skin gets stuck. And then the snake comes out of that skin and goes away. He doesn't look at it, upon kya karega, no, throws it away. And then when the air is blowing, if the air goes into that sleeve of the skin, then that skin of the snake, where there is no living snake, it starts moving because of the air and the movement of the air. This is the example given how the body of the wise man moves in this world. Will the snake tell the discarded body, hey, don't move, people will get afraid? No. You should behave properly. No. He has already discarded this body. The wise man is living in this understanding. Ahi nirvalayani iva ayam mukta dehas pratishtati. Mukta deha. He is no more living as the body, he is merely functioning through the body. And itastata chalyamano yaktintit pranavayuna strotasa niyate daru yato nimnottarastaram. Then itastataha chalyamanaha yaktintit pranavayuna. So here and there the body keeps on moving because of the pranavayu which is going in and through this body. See, friends. That is why a wise man is never insisting about keeping or not keeping the body. See? Bhagwan Shankaracharya did not take samadhi. Why take samadhi? Let it go or not, it makes no difference. See, this Vedanta Shastra is very difficult to digest. It is not any for any tongue you can have. Nothing is accepted as real. Accepted as real for definite. No change. See? Otherwise you see, then we make an institution and then somebody has to follow and it will be good to the society, good to the world. What society, what world? Therefore, friends, this knowledge, if it really matures and makes a dent in our experience, nothing in this world can ever attract our mind. Nothing to the extent of doing good to the world. The one who created this world, he doesn't know how to look after the world from the devotion point of view. From the Vedanta point of view, what we are going to improve in this world? Nothing. Then why the great masters are doing so many things? They are not doing anything, Maharaj. It is just happening through them. Like the rose gives the fragrance, we say. You ask the rose, he said, what fragrance? I don't know. They don't do the things. The things happen through them. And therefore for them, there is no success, there is no failure. See, friends, this is the basic difference between the wise and otherwise. Therefore, itastataha chalyamanaha yakkinchit pranavayuna. Till the life is pulsating in the body, the life is being lived. And therefore, success doesn't create an arrogance. Failure doesn't create a frustration. Srotasa niyate daru yatha nimna unnata sthalam. If their life is like what? Like the daru means the wooden log. Like the wooden log is being carried away by the river. Sometimes the waters are high, it goes high. When the waters are low level, it goes low. There is no reason for what the wise man is living. He has gone beyond the cause and effect, etc. So, Daivena niyate deho yatha kalopabhuktishu laksha lakshagatim tyakva yattishtet evalatmana. See, Daivena niyate deho. The wooden log which is going by the flow of the waters of the river, does it have a planned destination where it has to reach? No destination. See? In the same manner, Daivena niyate deho kalopabhuktishu, only for time pass, the life is being lived through that body. Be very attentive. Once I was conducting a management talk for the Mahindra and Mahindra company. About 150 youngsters came. And after the management bluffs were over, standard thing format, question answer. So, one young boy, engineer only, must be in his training period, he said, although this is not pertaining to what you have told, sir, here you being Swami, this question is in my mind, shall I ask you? I said, ask. He asked this question. The question was, what is the purpose of life? Whenever anybody asks a purpose of life, it is a philosophical way of expressing frustration. Frustrated people alone ask, जीना कहाँ, मरना कहाँ, क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ, कब हुआ, क्यों हुआ, छोड़ो. Whenever this question comes, purpose of life, then I ask him, you are a engineer? Yes. What brand engineer? Are you stones and bricks? Civil engineer? No. So uncivilized. Very good. Then you are a software engineer? No. Very good. Hardware. The one who wears hardly. Then the third one, are you a screwdriver? Yes. Very good. You are a mechanical engineer, therefore your life is mechanical. There is no charm in that life. And therefore you are asking a question. Whenever life becomes mechanical, charm of the life goes away. See, that's why the government servants are so bored in their life, because there is no charm. The same thing mechanical, contrary to that, take our ministers. They are so full of charm. Every time you have to think, So, to that mechanical engineer I told, I said, look here, if you look at that screwdriver with is kept in the toolbox, will that screwdriver ever ask this question, what is my purpose? No, he doesn't have any purpose. The one who wields the screwdriver, he has a purpose. So what the screwdriver has to do? Remain as a fit instrument. In the same manner, we have no purpose in life. If we are fit, he will choose us for his purpose to be executed through us. So all the spiritual practices, you remain as a fit instrument. Purpose he will find out. See friends, now I come across so many people, and every person is good for something, somebody is good for nothing. So the one who is good for nothing, what you can do? Select him, delete. Don't waste your time on that. Suppose somebody is very good in taking the dictation, so that person you come, call and give dictations, perfectly done. Somebody is good in cleaning the house properly, so give that person that job. So like we human beings are selecting the people for a right kind of job, will it not the Lord, He is also in search of the right kind of people for His job? So what will be our spiritual practice? Uddharedatmanatmanam natmanam avasadaye. Our spiritual practice is only this: remain as a fit instrument. And who is the fit instrument? Yasman no dvijate lokaha, loka no dvijate jayaha. He who is not a mobile odomos. See? He who is capable, who is willing, who is simple, who is dedicated. Then only the life is lived as God through such a wise man. Therefore, devena niyate dehaha. For he has no plans, I have to do this, I have to do that. Let the things happen. See? You know, there used to be a great Mahatma in our Bombay. You all know his name. Pandurang Shastri Atavale. You know, for the first time when I went to Thane in their Tattva Vidyapit, I saw the whole thing. I was so touched, so thrilled, the type of quality work that he was doing. And then he made, for the first time I met, I said, sir, I would like to get some advice, guidance from you, from your life, not theoretical. So he told, he said, when I started this work, I went to, this then Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan and big people, Madan Mohan Malviya. And they said, yes, you do this is a good job and we will provide you with the money, because unless money is there, you cannot do anything. He said, no sir, I don't want money from you. Let the money come naturally. If the money doesn't come naturally, God does not want me to take this work. So I accept success and failure, both as His gift. Normally what happens? We conduct Bhagavad Katha for fundraising. See friends, it is a tragedy for Bhagavan Krishna. अरे यार मुझे बेच रहे. See friends. Therefore, for him, daivena niyate dehaha. The body is being taken care of by the divine will. See? And if the body is taken care of by the divine will, he has nothing to do, nowhere to go. This is how the wise man lives in this world. So, daivena niyate deho tatha kalopa bhuktishu. Then what for he is living? Kalopa bhuktishu. Only for time pass. Nothing else. And whenever you live for a time pass, the most important thing that happens is no success, no failure. And when there is success and failure is meaningless, then our mind is at peace. See, Bhagavad Gita, this second chapter, this one slok, you go on reflecting on it throughout your life. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. This is the very foundation of the whole spiritual practice as given in our Bhagavad Gita or Upanishad. This is all. And this is the basis. All the problems are only because the mind is disturbed. See? So, what is the disturbed mind? Carrying the load of ahanta and mamata. And what is the undisturbed mind? Mind which is all the time in samatha. Samatvam yoga uchyate. And when can samatva come? When whatever is being done through us by the divine will, whether it is successful or failure, whether it is a gain or a loss, whether it gives joy or sorrow, everything is equal the same. See? Then what for you are doing it? Kalopa bhuktishu, for time pass. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked this question. Bhagavan, You are chanting Lord's name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. For what? Sanskrit was the language. So in Sanskrit language he said, Kalakshepanartham. In English he said, time pasartham. Nothing to be gained. See friends, wise man lives in this knowledge. But ignorant people, as they look upon themselves, they look upon the world. Daivena niyate deho tatha kamoga bhuktishu laksha laksha gatim tyaktva jaktishtet kevalatmana laksha alaksha gatim tyaktva. There is no agenda, there is no target to be made, there is no time fix. Once I was in one of the airports, somewhere I don't remember, in the toilet. With my bag, laptop bag, and put it inside and then close. And when I closed, on the door it was written. I was so thrilled, the genius of that person who was written there. By some pen or like that. The effort that you are putting here, if you put for your work, you can meet your target during that required time. For target fulfillment, you require efforts. And those who are living to complete or fulfill their targets, they become the target of their own miseries. See, therefore, it is said, Laksha Laksha Gatim Tyaktva. See, friends, this is one of the most important spiritual practice. I remember I told you many months or years back, when I went to a second time Kailash Manas, because of heavy rains, it was a total failure. The rains were so awful that the hotel where we were staying in Nepalganj, in that 5-star hotel, in the dining hall, the water was knee-deep. You can imagine how terrible it was. And when everybody was frustrated, we had about 10 of them Angres and remaining Indians. And Angres are all the time very frustrated, no confidence, absolutely frustrated to such an extent that what will happen? I think there may be cholera, there may be this thing, will die, then what will happen? I said, problem will be over. So it was dire to say. And then, how to bring them out of it? Then I said, hey, let's play. So I went in the rains and started playing. Follow me. And this was the mantra which I gave. And everybody was out of the negative thinking. And the mantra was this: nothing to do, nowhere to go. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Keep on repeating to yourself. And watch the quality of your mind thereafter. For us, यहाँ से जाने के बाद खाना बनाना है. You are here and worried about there. And when you have this mantra, nothing to do, nowhere to go. कहाँ जा रहे बता नहीं. Give it a try. It is not only joke. It is a spiritual practice. For spirituality means what? We must have a swollen face. Spirituality means what? We should be terribly serious about it. Oh God, when will we show me your face? Have you seen any of our gods with their frustration? He is smiling because he knows एक बेवकूफ और आ गया. See friends, therefore here the Lord says, Kalova bhuktishu, just for a time pass, and laksha laksha gatim tyaktva. Whenever you are living your life as a time pass, you have nowhere to go and nothing to do. See? One day one person asked me this question. Family, I get up early morning, then I don't know what to do. I feel so frustrated. Can you tell me something? I said, yes, I will tell you something. After that, you go on counting your breathing up to 21,000 times. But it will take a lot of time. I said, that is your problem. So, one. Suppose I forget, never mind, start again. Just try. Live every moment, just time pass. You will be bypassing the time in your life. Time will never be a problem. Therefore, Kalo Bhaktishu Laksha Laksha Gatim Chakran Yatishtet Kevalatmana. He is living only mass of joy and happiness. See, like a child example was given. Balak Tishtati, like a child. What is the difference between a child and a grown-up man? A child is happy in silly things. And a grown-up man, even if you take a screwdriver, put it in his armpit, he can't laugh. Why? Spirituality. What happened? Kamar tak aa gayi. Narayana. Therefore, if we can be happy out of silly things, you can never be miserable in life. For us to be happy, we require something, you know. मेरे लड़के की शादी हो गई. Is it the occasion of happiness? It is time of mourning. बेचारा happy था, अब शादी हो गई. Kevalatmana. Kevalatmana means other than the absolute self, there is nothing. Taittiriya Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Ananta and Ananda, they are synonymous. Ananta is infinite. Finite happiness is an illusion of happiness. If I am happy because of eating rasgulla, then that happiness will disappear. If I don't get, or if I keep on eating one after another, it will be having a diminishing return value. Therefore, the finite happiness is an illusion of happiness. Infinite happiness alone is the real bliss. Therefore, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Number one. Number two, Ananta or infinite is always one without a second. There are not two infinities. So Kevalatmana means the one who is living without any differences of Jiva Jagat Ishvara, the knower known knowledge, the doer doing and the done, the experiencer experienced and experiencer, the meditator meditation and meditated upon. All these divisions disappear once for all, and thereafter the life is lived effortlessly. As effortlessly, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Srodasa samam, ajyadharaya srodasa samam. Like when you pour the ghee, melted ghee, it is a continuous, unbroken flow. Or when the river flows, it is effortlessly flowing. In the same manner, the wise man's life is an effortless, continuous expression of bliss in and through every experience of life. This is what it meant, Kevalatmana. Therefore, Daivena Niyate Deho Tata Kalopa Bhuktishu Laksha Laksha Gatim Tyaktva Yattishtet Kevalatmana. Now, such a great master, Shiva eva swayam sakshat, ayam brahma viduttamaha, jivan neva sada muktaha, Krutato Brahmavittamaha. Now here there are 2-3 very deep points. Number 1, Shiva eva swayam sakshat ayam Brahmavittamaha. See, cause is always unmanifest. The cause becomes revealed with reference to the effect. If you study Panchadashi, there this topic comes very deep way. See, like the power of burning for in the coal. When the coal is black, dark, unlit, and to take that unlit coal in your palm, do you get burnt? No. Then you burn that coal, and when you burn that coal, can you see that it has a burning power? You cannot see. But when you put that burning coal on your palm, then you see the effect. So you throw it away. And when you see the effect in the form of a some kind of a bulge, a mark, now that burning power is where? This is the question. Is the burning power in the coal? If it is in the coal, coal should be always burning, but it is not always burning. It is cold also. And when you see the scar or some wound on your hand, is it there? Burning power, it is not there. Where it is? Therefore, cause is always unmanifest. And it is manifest in the form of the effect. And from the effect, we come to the cause. If this example is clear, then here the teacher says, Shiva eva swayam sakshat ayam brahma viduttamaha. Paramatma is unmanifest. The causeless cause. And this Paramatma, when manifest as names and forms objectively, is called as the world. The same Paramatma manifest subjectively, then is called as the Jiva or the individual. The same Paramatma, when manifest as the controller, omniscient, omnipresent, etc., then is called as Ishvara. So Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, these are the 3 manifestations, effect of Paramatma, and Paramatma remains unmanifest. So this Paramatma, when he chooses to manifest as something extraordinary of his own choice, he is called as the Jivan Mukta Purusha. So Jivan Mukta or the saint is nothing but a counter through which Paramatma is delivered to the world. Therefore, the Atma and the Mahatma. See, who is the Mahatma? Atma upammena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna. We live by us, for us, and only for us. The Mahatmas live not for them, but for the whole world, because for them, their eye is no more limited to a small little individuality, but the totality. And therefore, Shiva eva swayam sakshat ayam brahma viduttamaha. So such a wise man, he who is abiding in this infinite experience of blissful existence, he himself is Paramatma directly. Sakshat Shiva eva. In Upanishad, towards the end, this mantra comes that Tasmad Yarchet Bhutikamaha, those who are desiring to fulfill their desires in this world, want something, they should respect and do the Archana Puja of such great masters. Their desires are fulfilled because the great master is none other than Paramatma himself. See, I was in Varanasi and one place I regularly go whenever I go there, and that place is a Samadhi place of Tailanga Swami, one of the great masters of his time who lived for many years, 285 years. So when he was Avadhut Nagna, moving around wherever he wanted. So when one person put the mala on the Shivalinga in the Vishwanath temple and then went to see this Mahatma, so that mala which he has put there, it was in his thing. He said, how come this mala you have put on? He said, you put it on me? No, you were not there. Yes, I was there. You don't see me. See? For us, the differences are there. For the great masters, there is but one reality supporting the Jiva Jagat Ishvara Mehita. Therefore, Shiva eva swayam sakshat ayam brahma viruttama. One of the most important thing, if we cannot respect somebody, never mind. But let us not disrespect anybody. Disrespecting somebody, we are doing harm not to the person but to ourselves. Therefore, he is Sakshat Paramatma, Shivaya Swayam Sakshat, Ayam Brahma Viduttamaha, Jivan Deva Sada Muktaha. So, although he is manifest, yet he is no more bound by the manifestation. It is something like the gold manifests as an ornament. When the gold is manifesting as an ornament, does it mean that the gold has lost its independence? It continues to be beyond the limitations of the names and the forms and the utility of the ornament. Therefore, Jivan Deva Sada Muktaha and Krutartho Brahma Vittamaha. This is the ultimate. Krutarthaha, fulfilled. Etat buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyaschya bharata. Our whole life has been nothing but fulfilling our desires. But we have never looked within. Have we discovered fulfillment in life? Fulfillment in life has a different story, and fulfillment of desires is a different story. What is that? We will see in our tomorrow's episode. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnama